Salve, anyways, this is Ghost Reaper Girl. There was only really 2 chapters this time. This is the second bonus chapter, which takes place after chapter 12. You can see they're having the dinner and, you know, some stuff, you know, kind of going on. There's Nyarlathotep's sandal strap breaking and stuff. So basically, for those that are shipping Chloe with Shogi or Shoggoth, they'll definitely like this. So basically, this chapter is, it's chapter 12 continued. They're at the dinner, they're drinking, they're getting trashed. Chloe, Love, is going to go to bed. She's taking her clothes off, and so Shoggoth starts taking her clothes off too. So for those that are shipping them together, it's a really good chapter. You know, West says how she's a sadist, she's just using them and everything, so they might as well run up the bill. They end up costing her like $8,000, $80, somewhere in that range, so like $8,000, almost $8,100. You know, Kai orders like the best brandy and stuff. You know, West talks about getting some strippers too, and you know what I mean. So basically, this might be one of the best chapters of the of the things. Then we go to chapter 15, which is Nest, and you know, you can see there isn't really much into this chapter. There's the trash character, fucking Panzer. So basically, this chapter shows Panzer's just a garbage character. He's supposed to be the leader. He just throws a grenade into the water. I mean, it made me think about when I was in a mud, and I was like leading one of my zones, domains of lost souls, or lost souls domain, you know what I mean? Depending on what you want to do. Domains lost castle level. And these people are complaining because we're doing the 3rd level and I'm going slow. My mom is like, is Barathorn is like my friggin' anti-paladin. So I'm like, look, we got to do it this. So they're not listening. So I'm like, okay, you ready? We're going to go in the hallway. We're going to fight it out. So we walked into the hallway and we got like mauled down by like blood fiends right away. So also like this guy, like he's supposed to be the leader. He just throws like a grenade into the water. And what gets me is like you would think they'd have something other than a grenade that would battle these things, you know? So yeah, it's like told from the perspective of Panzer, who's a garbage character. It's basically like Roadblock from G.I. Joe. It's almost the guy doesn't really belong in the story. And he's like, he fights with his hands too, so it's almost like Jeb Springfield in The Simpsons when he threw down the axe and he went to like fight the guy. He's supposed to be the leader, he doesn't formulate any plan, and like then he's complaining like when people like running on him. It's like, yeah, I'd leave you to die too, you were the idiot, just threw the thing in there and shit. So yeah, I mean the chapter wasn't really that good. Really nothing, there's really nothing in this chapter I would say of value. It wasn't well received, out about as many comments as the bonus chapter. So, you know what I mean, I almost thought about dropping the series. That's what I thought about the chapter. So we'll go to chapter 16, Battlefield. This is a little interesting because here you can see Kai can use Hound Chain now without Chloe. So I wonder when he gets a skill of the chain he can use it. And then, but here's really interesting. Look at that. Look at that. I can't even fit in the frame. That's Shoggoth's blade. Look how big the blade is. So basically they say, well, good thing Shoggoth didn't use that blade when they fought us. We would have definitely lost a head. So they get kidnapped, West and friggin' Panzer gets taken to Ryleth, the seafloor castle. And for those that don't know, that's basically H.P. Lovecraft. That's where Cthulhu's held prisoner with the with like the Elder Seal. And for those that don't know, here's like the deep ones from basically D&D, AD&D. And these are the ones that serve Cthulhu. They breed with evil humans. They end up turning into the fishmen eventually. And then you can basically see, here's what the city looks like, real. And here's like a quick thing of Cthulhu, for those that don't know. So yeah, so basically these chapters, they were alright, not too much happened. But yeah, so that gives you an idea what the city looks like. This is about the most interesting thing, that he could do the Hound Chain, and then you have this big giant thing. And the person at the end, I thought it might be Samorgian, which is like another, like a thing that can turn into sharks, but some people think it's a vampire because you see the things. But yeah, so hopefully the next 3 chapters are better than these chapters. These chapters are alright, but not too much to write home about. Like I said, him using Hound Chain without being joined with Chloe is one of the biggest stories, and then you can see the big chain over there. So anyways, yeah, Ghost Reaper Girl, and that's it.